friendship bracelets. I loved making them, I loved giving them, and I'm so glad they've come back in a major way. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make 4 different types of friendship bracelets. I'm also going to show you how to make a really cool clasp so that you can take it on and off as you wish. I'm going to take you through different steps from easiest to hardest so that you can learn how to make all of these bracelets. Let's get started. The first bracelet that I'm going to show you is the rope bracelet. To get started, you need scissors, embroidery floss, decorative buttons, and a clipboard. After you've chosen your 4 colors, you want to measure the length of the clipboard 3 times to get the length of each embroidery floss. Next, you want to gather your floss together, fold it in half, and then you're going to tie a simple knot at the top. Finished, you want to make sure that the button can go through the hole of the knot because you're going to use that for a clasp later on. Next, you want to take the knot and slide it through the clipboard to hold it in place. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. What you want to do is gather all of the floss together, leaving 1 string out. Then you're going to create a 4. The next thing you're going to do is pull the tail of the 4 through the hole and then pull it straight up so that the color remains on top. You're going to want to do this 6 times. After you're finished, you simply want to move on to the next color that you choose and do that one 6 times. And then you're just going to continue down until it's long enough to fit around your wrist. And then at the end, you're going to just tie another knot. When you're finished tying the knot, you're simply going to take any 2 strands and you're going to weave those through a button. What I did was weave 1 string through the button through the right, and then I took the other string and wove it through the opposite direction, and then I just tied a knot twice. You can also secure the knot with nail polish or glue if you'd like. I used my 86,000 glue. Then you just slide the button through the hole that you created in the beginning and you're all done. Next, we're going to learn how to make this diagonal pattern right here. Once again, you want to simply select your thread, measure 3 lengths of the clipboard, tie it in a knot, and make sure that the button for the clasp can fit through the hole. You want to separate the strings out into the order that you want so that there's a pattern. You don't have to, but that's what I did. So once again, you're going to create your 4. You're going to pull the string through the hole, and then you're going to pull it straight up so that the initial string color stays on top. And you want to do that 2 times on each string going across the strings. Going across, I mean go from left to right. So each string you're going to go ahead and make the 4 and then make 2 knots on each string. When you reach the end, you just start back on the leftmost string. So when you're finished, you're just going to create the knot like we did before, take 2 strings and weave them through the button to create the clasp. We're going to create the chevron bracelet. Ooh, it's getting harder. So we already know how to start out the bracelet. We're going to have 8 strings. We're going to start with a 4 and we're going to make 2 knots on each string until we make it to the center string. So we're going to go 4 across. Now we're going to start from the right side and make a backwards 4, and then pull the string through the hole, making sure that the initial string is on top when you pull it upwards. Then when you get to the center, you're going to do 1 more backwards 4 over the same color string and then you're going to flip it. You're going to switch the places of the middle strings, and switch. Then you're going to go back to the left, and you're going to start over again with the right side 4, all the way till you get to the center. Then you're going to create the backward 4, starting from the right side. When you get to the center, make 2 knots over the same colored string, then flip it. You're going to continue down until the bracelet is long enough to fit around your wrist. Again, you're going to finish it off by making the knot, selecting 2 strings, weaving them through the buttonhole, and then knotting that into place. Once again, you can secure it if you want with clear nail polish or a little bit of glue, and then snip off the remaining threads. There you go. Your chevron bracelet is finished. Now we're going to start on this little baby right here and bring in some beads. This bracelet, you're going to need some beads as well as a needle to thread the beads. You're going to measure the initial string the same way as before, 3 lengths of the clipboard, and I got these little clasps from Joanne's Fabrics. After attaching the ring side of the clasp, I'm going to show you how to make a square knot. Now this is the best way I've seen this explained. You want to get these images in your head. The top is a P and the bottom letter is a Q. Now you're going to take another piece of string and you're going to slide it up behind your working string. Now we're going to make a P. So create the P, and with the tail of the P left in place, you're going to bring the left side of the string down on top of the tail and then under the working string. Pull it through the head of the P until you make the first part of your square knot. Then slide it up, and we're going to start on the second part of the square knot. The second part of the square knot is going to follow the pattern of the letter Q. So you're going to take the left side of the string, create the Q. You're going to take the right string, you're going to put it over the tail of the Q, and then under the working string through the head of the Q. I hope this makes sense. You're going to pull it tight all the way up to the top, and congratulations, you've made a square knot. So we're going to make another one. You're going to make the P, leaving the tail of the P, pull the left side on top of the tail, and then under the working string through the head of the P, and then you're going to pull it taut. The same thing with the Q. You're going to create the Q with the left side of the string, leaving the tail out. Take the right side of the string over the tail and under the working string through the head of the Q. I know it looks like a mess right here, but when you pull it tight, it's all gonna work out. So now we're gonna attach the beads. We're going to take the strings of the working string, the end of the working string, thread it through the needle, and then you're going to thread about 27 beads on each end of the working string until it looks like this. Okay, now we're going to take everything we've learned and put it all together. You're going to slide 2 of the beads up to the top, and then you're going to create your P. You're going to leave the tail of the P, pull the left side of the string over the tail, under the working string, and through the head of the P. Now when you pull it tight, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of pull the knot in between the beads. So one of the beads is going to be pulled to the front and one of the beads is going to be pulled to the back. So basically the knot is being tightened, separating the beads. So I'm going to show you from another angle what it looks like. So you're going to pull it tight so that one of the beads is pushed to the front or on top, and one of the beads is pushed to the back or on the bottom. And then you're just going to do the other side of the square knot, whether it's the P or the Q, whatever you started with. So here again, I'm pushing up the beads, I'm creating the P or the Q, and then once I tighten it, I'm going to do it in such a way that the knot is in between the beads. So one is pushed to the front and one's pushed to the back. Now I noticed as I did this, the whole bracelet started to kind of create a little twisting action, which I was totally fine with. It kind of gave a little character to it. So when you're finished, you're going to knot the end. And what I chose to do was to separate the 4 threads and take 2 of the threads and thread it through the other side of the clasp. And then I simply knotted that and secured it with my E6000 glue. And then I just snipped off the remaining thread. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. So here's the whole set. Congratulations, you made an entire set of friendship bracelets. I am so proud of you. You are awesome. You are awesome sauce. Now go put on your bracelets and rock those bracelets, baby. And you can even make them in other colors. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, I'd really love it if you'd share and if you'd subscribe. Take care, and you can look at theinspiredcafe.com for more DIYs and inspiration. Bye.